What's going on, family? You already know what time it is. Your boy PoneStrilla. Just want to shout out Fat Joe, Matt Hoffa for the interview. Just wanted to touch bases on that, give my opinion and a little bit of a review on that. I think Fat Joe is definitely one of the most legendary hip-hop artists to come out the Bronx. And man, it's a great interview. I love the stories that Joe has to offer to the youth and to people like me. And I think those stories have to be told. I know that Joe said he doesn't like to share some of these stories because people get jealous, people don't want to hear it, people start hating. But it is what it is. It comes with the territory. I feel like these stories got to be shared now, Joe, now that you're still living, instead of letting somebody else tell the story after you're gone, because ain't nobody gonna tell the story the way you're gonna tell it. Ain't nobody gonna answer some of the questions that we may have. You know what I mean? I think the youth needs to hear these stories. Like, who would have known that your uncle at 90 years old was still outside and had 347 number spots before the lotto? Like, I never knew that. You know what I mean? I think it's important for the youth to know the story and to hear your story the way you want it to be told. You know what I mean? Like, I want to hear these stories. And that goes out to all the artists. I think it's very important for every artist and every individual to tell their story the way they want the story to be told. You know what I mean? And you're definitely a public figure, legendary figure in the Bronx. Like, I love Fat Joe. I love the fact that he stands up for the Spanish community. And I just love the fact that he keeps it official. You never heard Joe on no fishy kind of stuff. You know what I mean? No paperwork, nothing like that. You know what I mean? And always got a banger. Always got a summer banger. You can never count Joe out. You know what I mean? You can never count a Bronx nigga out, because that's a bad move. You don't want to count a Bronx nigga out. And I think it's important that people understand that. You know, it's sad when you hear some of the stories that Joe has to tell when some of his friends counted him out. But, you know, a Bronx nigga always goes down swinging. If he's gonna go down, he's gonna go down swinging. You know what I mean? And Joe got a lot of dope stories that reflects that. And as an artist, Joe has helped a lot of people. And as a businessman, Joe has helped a lot of people, giving people jobs and things like that. You know, I know people that work for Joe, you know, and they're doing great. You know, as an example, Nate Sketchy. I went to school with Nate Sketchy. And he's now managing one of Fat Joe's artists, which happens to be his niece. And I think that's a beautiful thing when you can give opportunities to the people that deserve it. Maybe one day I could sit down with Joe when my channel gets a little bigger, or maybe he'll see this video. Maybe he'll give me a chance and sit down with me so we can have, you know, conversations. And that'll be pretty dope, you know? That'll be pretty dope. Joe always happens to be the forefront of things, and I think he's a smart man for that. You know, so shout out to Fat Joe. Shout out to the Bronx. You know what I mean? We out here. Shout out to Matt Hoffa for the interview. PoneStrilla, I'm out. Y'all have a blessed day. If you haven't seen that interview, go check that out. One.